Hey, Mama, welcome to the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, where I encourage just that. I encourage positivity during pregnancy. I encourage you to shift away from negative mindsets to more positive ones that will help you during this pregnancy. I know because they have helped me in the last 2 of my 4 pregnancies. The first 2, I was oblivious to switching my mindset, and it was just miserable. Pregnancy 3 and 4 came, and I realized I needed to change. I needed to shift something because pregnancy was really, really hard. Basically, it was heck, and I hated it. But that's not how we want to look at pregnancy. We want to change our view on pregnancy, because as we shift and change our view on pregnancy, and as we find more positivity, not only will we find pregnancy more beautiful, but I feel like it, at least for me, it's been more fulfilling to become a mother and to bring these children into the world. It has been more fulfilling and not so dreadful. So, thank you for joining. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, host of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Thanks for joining. One of my favorite things to talk about on this podcast recently has been love. And I feel like our world, our individuals, our families, our marriages, everyone, including us during pregnancy, needs more love. I think love is more powerful than we give credit for it. And I want me to encourage you to apply love to your pregnancy today, especially in relation to your pregnant body. Now, I know what it's like to have a pregnant body. I have been pregnant 4.25 times. I did have a miscarriage, and it was very difficult for me to love that pregnant body. It was very down there on the list of things I was grateful for at the moment, because it was changing and doing so many weird things that I wasn't used to. I was car sick all the time. I was tired and fatigued and exhausted. It felt like motivation went out the window. Libido was like 0 or sometimes -0. And everything was just hard about it. Gaining weight was not fun. Dealing with the hormones and the body changes, it was really hard and has been really hard in the past. I found it difficult to love my pregnant body, but that was because I hadn't learned to shift my mindset. Partway through pregnancy 3 and during pregnancy 4, I knew that I needed to shift my mindset, and so I started practicing on it. And I started really trying a lot harder. Instead of looking at my body as annoying, tired, sick, frustrating, filled with emotions, I started to try and look at it with more gratitude and more love. Instead of feeling that my body was sick, annoying, and frustrating, I chose to start looking at my womanly body as powerful and magnificent, that it had the capability and the power to grow another human within my womb. It's simply amazing when you choose to just think about the fact that your body can have 2 heartbeats. Your body can grow another baby inside of you. And it's just, when you really think of the mechanics of it all, it's a miracle. It is so neat, and it is so magnificent that we can do that. And I found that as I focused more on those aspects than on feeling sick and tired and frustrated, I felt better. I felt better about pregnancy, and in some cases, it did help my pain. Like, they didn't feel quite as heavy. Think about the mighty things that your body is doing as those cells multiply, divide, and form a little human in your body. Your posterity is being formed with those division and multiplication of cells that are making a head, a heart, a body, little legs, little arms, hands, feet, and toes. It is a mighty thing that we don't even have to tell our body to do it. It naturally knows the process to grow these little infants inside our wombs. What an incredible gift, and how amazing. And I would even go to the point to say how lovely it is that that can happen, and that we can be the vessel that brings these children into the world. It is just almost mind-boggling how miraculous this process is. Have you thought of your pregnant body as miraculous? Have you thought of your pregnant body as mighty? Have you thought of the process of pregnancy as magnificent? If you're like I was, you probably have not had those thoughts, and that is okay, because I know the work it takes to get there. It comes by small and simple things, and it comes through love, choosing to love your body, choosing to love it despite its changing during pregnancy, and to find gratitude for it in this special season of growing your baby. If you are struggling and it's really even hard to think, wow, my body's pretty powerful and magnificent because it's growing another human, that is so cool. It is so mighty and amazing. If you're having trouble getting there, I understand. I have a program called the Positive Pregnancy Program, and it encourages positive thoughts 2 to 6 minutes at a time. You don't have to get up off your bed or your couch to do these videos. You just let your mindset work with these videos as I lead you through mindset exercise that shift you away from negativity into more positivity. The link is the top link in the show notes if you are drowning and you need more positivity in pregnancy. If you are struggling and you want to find more light, more love, more hope and gratitude in relation to pregnancy, I encourage you to look that up. But if that is not where you're at and you just need a little help, I encourage you to do this next exercise. I have encouraged it many times before, but I am going to keep encouraging it many times more because it is useful, it is powerful, and we need the reminders. Just like we need to drink water and eat healthy foods every day, we also need to feed our mind healthy thoughts, and we need to be reminded of these healthy thoughts and exercises. So if you feel kind of annoyed because you've heard this before, just think of it as re-nourishing and reminding yourself of the things that it takes to have good mental health during pregnancy. And the exercise is to do some mirror work. I just want, when you go to the bathroom, because usually that's when we walk by a mirror, is when we're in the bathroom, or if you have mirrors throughout your house and other places, I encourage you to look in the mirror and say, I love you. Look into your eyes and say, I love you. This is going to be transformational if you do this every time you go in the bathroom. Instead of looking at your pregnant body and say, oh my goodness, I'm a wreck, I'm a frumpy mess, and nothing is done, don't do that. I want you to instead just say, I love you. Just look in the mirror and say, I love you. And if you want to add your name, that's good too. Like my name is Jocelyn. I'd say, I love you, Jocelyn. Do that and say your name. That mirror work done with intentionality is one of the small and simple mindset shifts that is going to help you find more positivity in this pregnancy. I am cheering for you, Mama. I have been in your shoes and I know it's not easy. Like I said, if you need that extra help, go to the top link in the show notes. It will lead you to my website that has more information on the Positive Pregnancy Program. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. God needs you. Your children need you. And your family needs you in this endeavor to try and have positive thoughts during this pregnancy. I am cheering for you, and I know you can do this. I love you. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you in a positive pregnancy, in losing that stubborn baby weight, and becoming the mom you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday mom life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.